Hello, we'll get started. Today I'm going to do work on the pre-recording for the Saturday March 13th session, and because I will be out of town on March 13th, so today I'm going to provide the pre-recording session for Saturday. So I'll continue to work on the app lab. And today we are on the lecture 6 and maybe also lecture 7 or 8. And we are on the unit 3 algorithm and programming. Today's topic will be iteration and developing the algorithm and list and the binary search. These are the lecture 6. So first thing is, we still will bring up our browser and then type in applab. This is a tool we are using, and this one, it is similar to JavaScript. So the language style is very similar to JavaScript. Your knowledge of JavaScript can also be applied. So here, I have already had many projects last time up to project 7. So we'll continue. Some of them I use IV22, some of them I use IVMax. It's okay. So I'll continue to use IV22. So I'm going to create a new project lab type. So here I'm going to rename it. This one I'm going to name it as P8. Okay, this one I'm going to call it swap. Okay, so today we are going to talk about array and also the or list. Okay, or list, and we're going to talk about the algorithm related to array. So first one, that's actually okay. Let's don't work on swap. Let me work on the search first. Okay, let's work on the traversal first. Work on traversal. So we are going to work on the traversal algorithms right here. So first, I'm going to work on the design. So this design, let me pick a darker color. Okay, I use a darker color. Then I'm going to choose another data type that is called text area. Okay, so this text area, let me choose this text area, and the text area's background color, let me choose white color. Okay, let me choose white colors. Okay, so the background area is white color. So let me actually make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So here is the rounded radius 20. Let me put it as 2. Okay. So more square, something like that. Okay. And then here we have okay, this is good enough. Okay. Now actually I'm going to try something. I'm going to do coding. So let's go back to our coding. So that's our screen number 1. So here I'm going to start to design some variable. Okay, so let me pull variable. So a list is a collection of data. And last time we talked about a primitive data type. And primitive data type, we have string or the text. Okay, we have the number. A number, we have 2 types. We have integer type. We also have floating point type. Okay, and then we have the third data type, that's the Boolean type. Okay, and in JavaScript we have 2 data type, composite data type. Okay, reference data type. It is the object, and another one is the list or array. Okay, or array. So comparative data type, you only have two types, and then primitive data type, you have 4 types. Okay, primitive data type means that you will store some data to it. Okay, and reference type is a compound data type. So today we are going to talk about the compound data type of the array. So array is a collection of same data type. So or a different data type. So here, let's actually get started with. You may have an array, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one is a simple array. This one is a simple array. Okay, so this one is a simple array. So let's change to the block mode. Okay, let's change to block mode. So this one is an array, and this array, we can go through the array element. We can actually try to see the data in it. So we can use a console.log, and then we can access the data. So you can print it out. So let's use the x index 0. So an array, the index starting from 0. Index means how the address of the element. So here you have a index 0, you pointing to 1. So basically, an array is a continuous location that you store your data. Okay, so if x starting from here, so x0, you press 1, and x1 you press 2, x2 you press 3, and x3 you press 4. Okay, and remember that in the AP-CSP exam, the index starting from 1 instead of 0. Okay, here we are talking about JavaScript. So console 0, you should print out. You will print out 1. So right here, let's actually just try to run. Okay, so run, you actually see 1 over here. Let's go back to our code over here. Okay, so here you can use a console log and you get 1. And if the other here, I'm sorry, here, if you have a string, okay, you have a variable str, okay, it is equal empty string plus the x0, okay, and then you would do you use your GUI, and then you say your set text, okay, set text, and let's go back to this, go back to the block mode, and this one set to the text area here, okay, and then you will put your str in there. Okay, so this one is the way that you actually will put the text into your text area. So let's go back to the design. Let's choose this one is text area. So here, let's call it panel. Okay, let's call it panel. So call it panel. Let me go back. Okay, go back to here. So this one, let me choose a panel instead. Okay, so you print to the panel, and then you have a string, and you run. So you have a 1. Okay, the color is not very obvious. So let me go back to the design. So I'm going to change the text color to a much darker one. So let me actually choose a darker color. Okay, darker color. Okay, that's darker color. And font size 13 is too small. Let me choose 28. Okay, finished. Wrong. I'll get a 1 over there. So that actually become my display panel. Okay, so this one become my display panel. I'm testing it right now. Okay, so I actually trying to reset, and let me move it. Okay, let me move it and then adjust the angle. Okay, so make it a little bit bigger. Okay, let me keep about 1 line from the top. Okay, so that's my window. Okay, it's a text area. So this is how you use a text area. So now let's actually try another one. Okay, go back here. Here we have a string. Okay, we have the x0. Right here, that's actually plus and change that mark. Okay, and str plus equal. So the string, you can append another string. So the first one, you have the equal. You assign in the empty string plus x0. This one will be concatenating your empty string with the first data. So the first data actually is 1, and concatenate with a \n as a change line mark. So you print 1 and change line. Okay, and that's actually connecting the 3 and assigning to the str. Now the second line here, I'm going to use a plus equals. So plus equal will be the previous string will be concatenated with another element here, okay, another string here. So I'm using x1, okay, and then plus the change line mark. Okay, let's see what it will happen. So here, that's actually this one says the name, and then that's wrong. So you have 1, 2. So this one actually, you will see that, okay, I have the data and I print 2 line. I print 2 line. We set one more time. Okay, 1, 2. So this one is 1, 2. So here we have a array, okay, and then I'm printing out the 2 data line by line. Okay, so that's that, and we can separate. So this is a change line mark is actually the change line mark is actually to change line. Okay, so if you use the write function, you are using HTML, so you need to use BR. Okay, if you are using the text area will use a \n, and \n means the new line mark. Okay, it's a new line mark, so it actually will change the line for you. Okay, so this one is actually our beginning portion. Now we want to do traversal. Okay, we want to do traversal. So this example is good enough. Okay, this example is good enough. So we print out the console log. Okay, and we actually show you to print 2 lines, but we are not going to use this. Okay, we're not going to use this. So here I'm going to set the string to be empty string. But right now I'm going to print out the whole array. So in order to do that, we need to do traversal. Traversal means that visiting each element. So I say for, okay, variable, okay, and here variable I equals 0. Okay, I is the index. So we go through the array 1 by 1. Okay, and I then x the length. X is the array, so I go through the length of the array, and then my I increase. Okay, and right here I have str. Okay, plus equals the x i's value, and then plus change line mark. Okay, and then here I actually I finish. Okay, I finish. So I change this one, and at the very end here, let me actually have str plus equals another press the n to change another line. Okay, and it's a set text. You will eventually set text, so you don't need to worry about it. It's a finally you will set text. Okay, so here display it on the panel. Okay. So /line means that it's a comment. Okay, comment will not take effect in the program. So here we actually traverse through the whole array and then print every single element. So let's run it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you don't want to change line, you can actually put them in the same line, but you can separate by a space. Okay. So reset and you set it to space. Okay, something like that. So now that's actually is 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And we can also use a for, okay, variable. Here, this one is called for, okay, for loop, okay? This one we call it for loop, okay? But in fact, you can also have some loop that's called for each loop. So for each loop is for each property, okay? For each property in the array is called X, okay? So now you must remember that this one is actually for each property, okay? For each property, it's not for each element, okay? In Java, it's for each element, but in JavaScript, it's for each property, okay? So this one is for each loop. okay, and it's for each property. So right here, I'm going to use a str plus equals, okay, xp, okay, and then plus, okay, here I'm going to use a dash line, okay. So I print out each dash line, and eventually I also change your line, / n, okay. So here you may see it's quite similar to the previous one, okay. Let's see here, let me actually for each level in, okay. So that's reset, okay, and run, okay. So here you actually print now 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash, okay. So this one is for each property in the X array, okay. So what is a property, okay? So we talked about a variable before, and each variable in JavaScript, even it is primitive data type, okay, they are also object. So everything in JavaScript is object, okay. This is different from the Java language. Okay, Java language, you have primitive data type and the reference data type. Okay, so primitive data type you have a integer, and a you store 3 into it. It's not a object, so the integer you cannot, you don't have a method, so you don't have functions such as a toString. You don't have that. Okay, but JavaScript everything is object, so they do have some function that you can call, so it's different. Okay, but conceptually we still use the JavaScript as what, as primitive data type. Okay, so we still consider when we assign a variable a equals 3, it is a variable. Okay, it is a primitive variable. But for your array actually is also a object type, right? So object type in JavaScript, you will have property and the value, okay? Sometimes this one is called key and value pair, okay? Key and value pair. And JavaScript's array key will be the index, and value is the element's value. Okay, so this one is a brief concept for it, okay? So right here, if you go through it, this P is actually index. So you can use this way or this way, okay? So you get each index and you try to get X of the index location, and you should print out this, okay? So this is the second way you do traversal. You can use a for loop or you use a for each loop, but remember that JavaScript use for each property, okay? And this one, when we talk about object, you will see it again. So this one is to print that out, okay? It's to print it out. But here, if you don't like the last dash, okay? If you don't like the last dash, then you actually would have. Let me see. Okay, that's okay. That's actually talk about some other type. So this one is to printing, okay? You use to loop and to do traversals through it, okay? Do traversals through it. This one is the for loop, okay? For loop. So if you want to print into a, let's see, is for loop. This one does look into different traversal algorithm, okay? So for example, you want to print out the sum, okay? You want to print out the sum for this list, okay? You want to print out the sum for this list. Okay, in case that you want to print out the sum for this list, you need to define some function, okay? You need to define some function. So here I'm going to talk about function. Okay, function may have return value. Okay, function may return value. Function is just like your concept of mathematical function. You have f of x, okay? It may be equals x squared, okay? So if you have 1, you get 1. You have 2, you get 4. You have 3, you get 9. Okay, so this one, you can also set up a table for the function. So function is that you have the parameter. This one is parameter. okay, and you will return some value. You will return some value, okay, to return some value. Okay, anyway, that actually is a function, and JavaScript also has function, okay, also have function. So here I'm going to define some function, okay, I'm going to define some function that will be used for this traversal. So let's actually think about, we may have, okay, let's put a function under the, before the set text, okay, let's put on top of it. So here I can define a function before the variable, okay. I can put a definition of function before the variable. This function, let's actually call it a sum, okay, and sum will take a parameter, okay. This parameter, that's actually assuming that we get a list, okay, we get a list. This is a parameter, okay. We will get a list and get a list into here, okay. Now we are going to get a sum for this array, okay, get a sum for this array. So you need to create something called a variable called total, okay, total. So your total you assign as 0, okay, and eventually you are going to return that total, okay. Eventually you are going to return that total, okay. That's the value you will return. So initially you have the 0, and then you need to traverse through your list one by one. So here let's use for, okay, integer I equal, I'm sorry, variable I equals 0, okay, I less than list that length, okay, and then I increase, okay. And then you need to, you will visit each of the elements. So first time you have the x1, x0, okay, and then you have s1 and then s2 and then s3, okay. So you will say total will be equals total plus the list i's value, okay, and this one will finish calculating the total. So initially you have a total of 0, right? Now you get the first element a0, and these two sum together, and you become 1. And then you add your a1 to it, and you become a1. Actually, here a0 is 1, a1 is 2. So you plus this one, you become 3. Okay, and your 3 will plus with a of 2, that actually is 3. So 3 plus 3, you get 6. And then you plus with a of 3, that's 4. And then you plus 4, you get 10. So that's what you should have, calculating the sum for it. Okay, so each iteration, your previous total plus the list value. Okay, now we are going to finish this. Okay, we finish that and we say str plus equal, okay, plus equal the sum will be equals plus, you will call the function, function called sum, okay. So sum of the x array, the sum of the x array, okay, and then we will change that, okay, we'll change that. Change that after that, okay. I try to write this program in more understandable and easy way, okay. So that you call the function of sum, the array will be passed to the sum function, okay. So this portion is a definition of the sum function, okay. So that's we set and wrong, we get sum equals 10, okay. We get sum equals 10. So this one is finding the sum. Finding the sum is you find the total first, and then you actually go through it, okay. You go through it one by one, adding one by one, okay. That's actually a sum function. Next one, let's actually find the maximum function, okay. Try to find maximum. So we also get a list, okay, and we are going to find the maximum for it, okay. So now we will set the maximum will be max m. It actually will be the list as element 0, okay. Element 0, we set it to be maximum, okay. So here, okay, here actually, if, okay, if the list, the length equals 0, if there's no data, okay, if no data, then we will return undefined, okay, undefined. Undefined is means that there's no data, okay, it's no data. So in this case, we will return undefined, okay. Return value is what you will send back to the caller, okay, send back to the caller. Just like your f of x equals s squared, that's s squared you would get. So in case that your list is empty, we will return a undefined value, okay. Otherwise, we set the value to be list of 0, the first element. Then we do for each variable I, okay, equals 0, I less than this length, and I increase, okay, we do this, okay, and then we do if, okay, if the list i's value actually is greater than m, then we set m equals this i's value, okay, this one is the maximum function, and we will return m at the end, okay, we'll return m at the end. So this one will find the maximum value. So right here, I'm going to copy these two lines, put it over here, and here I'm going to change it to maximum value, and here I have max, okay. So that's actually reset and run, okay. So here we do have the maximum is 4, okay, maximum is 4. So now let me actually change the array to actually change it to different ones. So we have 3, 5, 1, 4, 2. Okay, so let me change to a different way. Okay, reset, do it again. Okay. Okay, so the maximum is 5 right now. Let's actually also find the minimum. Okay, find the minimum. So finding the minimum is similar to finding the maximum. So you can actually copy this function. Okay, and put it over here. And this one change it to finding the minimum. Okay. Initial value set the same thing, and here if you find a new minimum, so actually this will be less than m. You will set the new m value, and that's the minimum. So here we copy this one and paste one more time. Okay, and here we will have minimum. Okay, we'll find the minimum and print it. Okay, so now we reset it and run. The minimum is 1. Okay, sum minimum. Okay, this one we calculate the average. So average you will call the sum function. Okay, so let's put under the sum function. That's y function average, okay, of the list. Okay, so here you are going to calculate the s. Okay, s is the sum. Okay, sum of the list to get a sum. Okay, and you will return, okay, sum divided by the list length. Okay, that will be your average. Okay, so now that's that. That actually continue. That actually copy this portion. Okay, and let me put it under the sum. Okay, because average is actually similar to sum. So here I type AVG, okay, for average. Okay, so we set run, so average is 3. Okay, so here we use this panel. Okay, it is a good way that we use for displaying. Okay, for displaying data. Okay, it's for displaying data. Okay, for displaying data. Okay, so right here we introduce the sum, average, maximum, minimum. Okay, we display different traversal way. Okay, now let's actually try to create a random value. Okay, create a random value. So let's assume that we have a variable. Okay, here we do y. Okay, and y is an empty list. Okay, it's an empty list. Now we are going to create n number of the random value. So n that's actually assuming that it's let's set it to be 7. Okay, 7 number. Okay, I would like to generate 7 number. So now let's actually try to generate 7 number and print it out. Okay, so for integer r, okay, variable, okay, I equal 0, I less than 7, okay, and I increase. I'm going to generate a 7 value. So y's i's value, okay, will be equal math.random. Math.random will generate a random value, okay, random value, and it will be 0 from 0 to n, okay. So after that, okay, after that, I'm going to print out my data, okay. So here, let me actually create a function that doing printing, okay. So here, let's do function, okay, print array of the list, okay. So I get a list, I'm going to print it out, okay. And this one, actually, I'm going to copy this print function over here. Let's actually copy this portion, okay. We also declare a string, so let me copy it and put it over here, okay. So we'll create an empty string, and then we will run through every data, and then eventually we'll add the change line mark, okay, and then we will return. I'm sorry, we will actually we will print. We will actually do. Okay, this one, okay. This one we should actually do. We'll print this list. Okay, we'll print this list. Let's see. Let me see here. Okay, this one actually. Let me see. Okay, that's actually. Okay, this one, let's call it. I'm sorry. This one we can call it to string. Okay, let's call it to string, and we will return a string to it. Okay, we will not directly print it. We will return a string. Okay, so return the str. So go back to here. Okay, so str is a global variable, and this we may cause it to be redefinition. So right here, this one. Let me not using the str. Let me use s. Use s. Okay, so we will be able to print it. Okay, so right here, let me actually do str y. Okay, y is a string will be equals to string. Now converting the y's array to string, and my str will plus equals the stry. Okay, plus change line mark. Okay, so that will convert that array to string, and then will be printed later. Okay, so str plus equals baseline n. Okay, let's actually do reset. Okay, let's reset and run. Okay, so here, I'm sorry, actually you have y. Okay, y equals 0. Y is I. Let's see, let's try again. Y actually is the same. Y should get the random value, okay? To string of y, let me see. Oh, here it actually is X. Let me change it to list. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so you got a list, you do traversal, and you get every data, and then you print it, okay? So reset, run. Okay, so here actually you do get different value, okay? So you have this different value. Okay, you have a minimum. Minimum. You finish the minimum. Okay, let me see. Here you do finish the minimum, okay, and here you convert it to string, okay. And then how comes that there are so many data? stry convert to stry. This one we have s. Let's see, we did not use sp. Oh, here you already have the s, okay. So that's not using s, let's use x. Okay, let's use a local variable instead of using the global variable, okay. So this one, be careful, you cannot use the var. Okay, I make it a local variable and try one more time, okay. Still wrong. Here you have the value. At the end, you change the line, okay. So right here, you have str plus equal this. Get some value, okay, get some value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You actually have 7 value. You get 7 value, and here you get a value str list of I. Okay. And how comes that there is a value here for the? How comes here you do have the 43.9? Okay, let's see. To string to y and you convert it to n. Okay, there's an extra value of integer that we see over there. Okay, so let me check it. Okay, one more time. Sorry for that. Here you get a list, and the list you kind of do this. So this one let me comment it out. Okay, let's comment it out. Comment it out. You should get nothing. Okay, you get nothing. Okay, so that one you actually get nothing if you comment this one out. Okay, so here let me actually reset. Okay, okay, so here let's assume that actually let's don't have the space. Okay, let's don't have the space. Let's just do this. Okay, and you get 7 random number. Okay, so this one let's actually do adding this. Okay, because I'm suspecting that is adding the adding the so-called ASCII code to it. So here let me actually use a separate line. Okay, separate line to add the space to here. Okay, to add space to it. Okay, wait, that actually will add some number to it again. Okay, so here we want a space. Okay, we want a space, but actually this one is adding some value to it. Okay, so here let me see. If I don't do this one, I put a space in front of it. Okay, let's reset and go. Okay, so it will automatically get some value to it. Okay, so if I just add the list, okay, and that value, I think you will continue to print after some value. Okay, you continue to print after some value. So here, let me, I need to have a, let me do a change line more. Okay. Okay, let's actually reset. Okay, so you automatically get some value. It's very strange here. It will have some value. Okay, let me change different word. Okay, let me use the BR instead. Okay, okay, BR is not okay. Okay, so this is a toString function. Putting it here in this way may not be a good idea. That's not doing it. Okay. No, that's not doing it in this way. So that's actually don't use the toString function. Here, since we have the random value, so why don't we do this? why don't we do have the str plus equals, okay, the values wise, i's value, okay, we just directly print it out, okay, and actually plus a space after it, okay. This one, let me use change lemma. Okay, so it actually is working now, okay. I think that's because they are too many digits, so it overflow. Okay, sorry for that. I think that's one actually is too many digits, so it has overflow. So here, let's actually do some rounding. Okay, so do some rounding. So let's see. JavaScript rounding. Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's try that. Since we want to do rounding, okay, so we want to do rounding. So how about this one? That's actually times 4, okay, and then divided by 1,000, okay. So after you time 1,000, okay, this means you convert it to integer. So you do mesh.row function, okay, and divide it by 1,000. So in this way, you get this, okay, you cut to 3 digits, okay, you cut to 3 digits, okay. So this one, that's actually define another function. This function is called function, okay, run, okay, run a number, okay, and then there's a number of the digit you want to have, okay. So number of the digit you want to have, and you say the weight, okay, the weight will be equals mesh.power, that's a power function. So 10 raised to the number n, okay, this is the number of digit you will have, okay. So right here, you will, let's do this one, okay, we will return mesh.flow function, okay, and then your number n number, okay, what times this one is with this number of times okay, here you will times the weight number, okay, and divide it by weight one more time, okay. So here you time weight, okay, and so for example, you have a number that actually is 0.24554. You time 1,000, you move the digit by 3 digits, right? You move it by the 3 digits. So you could get 24554. And then you actually run out is 2, okay? Because of use the MrWrong function. And then you divide it by 1,000, so you move back the decimal point here. This one will round in for 3 digits. So here, let's go back here. Let's don't do this one. We use what rounding, okay, the number that's y of I, okay, and then I round it to 4 digit, okay, and we should be able to get it, okay. Sorry for that. This one is rounding to 4 digit, okay, so it rounding for 4 digit like this, okay. So this one, we show you the rounding function, okay. We use a random number generator to generate it, and we also show you how rounding of n bit can be done, okay. This one rounding of n bit can be done in this way, okay. So if you convert a floating point number to integer, you use a MrWrong, okay. There's also another one called MrWrong. But in this case, we are going to truncate the number of bits, okay. You can also use MrWrong to do rounding, okay. That's also okay. That's also okay. So MrWrong or MrWrong. MrWrong means you kind of round it by the normal rounding. So say you have 0.5, it will be rounded to 1, okay. You have 0.499, you round it to 0, okay. That's the rounding. That's the rounding function. And MrWrong is, if you have 0.5, MrWrong, you round it to 0. mesh.0.9 also rounded to 0. 0.1 you also rounded to 0. That's called MrWrong. It's actually the closest integer, lower closest integer. This one break at a 0.5. Okay, that's a MrWrong. Okay, that's a function of MrWrong. Okay, so here we show you how to generate the random number and assign it to a certain element, and then we do rounding function using my own rounding. And my own rounding can be specified as any arbitrary number of bits. Okay, so here let's try 10 bits. Okay, you will round it to 10 bits. Okay, that's my way of writing the rounding to rounding function. Okay. Okay, so here we almost have quite many things. It's all related to traversal. Okay, finding the sum, finding the average, finding the maximum, finding the minimum. Go through the array to generate each different value. Okay, using random number and rounding each number to an arbitrary number of bits. Okay, so I'm going to save this one. Okay, in this condition, and I'm going to share this program. Okay, so I'm going to share this program to the group, and I'm not going to post to the chat box because nobody is here right now. Okay, so I'm going to create an email. Okay, I'm going to compose. Okay, so here I'm going to send to, let's see, I'm going to send to APCSP. Okay, so here I'm going to send to, okay, IB 22. Okay, project 8. Okay, this one called Traversal. Okay, so this one Traversal. So you will be able to see it. Okay. So sample program. Okay, check this one. Okay, check that one out. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to continue to move on some other topic. Okay. So this one is traversal. We finished the traversal algorithm. And I'm going to create a new project. Okay, so I'm going to create a new project. Add that again. Okay, this one I'm going to go to the design. The screen I'm going to still use a panel. Okay, I'm going to still use a panel. And this one I'm going to change the background color. This time I'm going to use this purple. Okay. And again, I'm going to create this text area. Okay. And I'm going to pull it. Okay. Again, this one, I'm going to keep the pink color. It's not bad. Okay, so this one radius, I'm going to change it to 3. Okay. So I actually have this pink color, and front ground right now is actually pretty dark. Okay. Let me change it to black again. Okay, let's change to black again. Okay, change it to black again. Okay, anyway, that's okay. Let's actually go back to the code. Okay. This time, this one, I'm going to actually change it to IB22, okay, P9. And this one, I'm going to talk about some algorithm for data movement. Okay, this one is data movement, okay. So the first data movement I'm going to do is the swapping algorithm. So I may have a variable, okay, x equals 10, okay. I have a variable y equals 20, okay. So I'm going to print out this xy. So here I will say I have a variable, okay. So right here I will have a variable string. str will be equal empty string, okay. And then eventually I'm going to print out the text, okay. So I'm going to set text, okay. And set text, I'm going to set text to my panel again, okay. And here I'm going to print out the str, okay, and still will print out the str. Now good enough, okay, so I have a string. I'm going to eventually print out a string to str. So I have two values. So now let me do str, okay. First one, I'm going to print one line. So actually str plus equal. So here, let's do this one, okay. Let's define another function called function, okay. Display, okay. So display a string s, okay. Display a string s. So you pass a string here, I'm going to display it, okay. Here I have a function str, okay. So I'm going to put str, okay. I'm sorry. Here I'm going to cut this str, so you'll be on top of the function. It's a global variable. So here I'm going to do str, okay, plus equals the s, okay, plus equal s, okay. So let's actually copy this one more time, okay. I'm going to put it over here, and here I will have another one called display ln, okay, and display ln will plus backslash n, so you'll change the line, okay, you'll change the line. So let me actually try this too, okay. So here, let's see. Let's try display first, okay. So let's do display, okay, s, okay, and then display, okay, a dash, okay, and let's do display, okay, a y, okay. Let me create this display function. So let's try run. Wait, it is gone, okay. Here we do have the string we set, okay. Well, how come it's gone, okay. How come it's gone? We have a display x. So x passed to here, okay. It needs to be string. So let's do this, okay. It has the wrong data type, okay. So let's have this. Okay, one more time, let's run. Wait, still gone, okay. So let me put them into the parentheses, okay. Wait, still gone, okay. This doesn't work, okay. So let me actually display. Actually here, let me have. Here, let me have a single dash, okay. We can display. We cannot figure out what display is. Perhaps you mean the display with quote. Oh, I typed it wrong. Okay, sorry. So here, let me try one more time. This one just disappear. Okay, I call this function, and this one plus equal. So let me try a different way. Okay, let me try str plus this. Okay, it's still gone. Okay, so it actually doesn't take the function. Doesn't work on it's a global variable. Okay, so anyway, let's actually get rid of this. I tried display, but it doesn't work. Okay, so let me actually take this one now. So let's just try str. Okay, plus equal. Here, let's say before. Okay, so before the swap, we have x equals, okay, plus x, and str plus equals, okay, a comma space, and str plus equal, okay, y equal, okay, plus y, okay, and then str plus equal, okay, change line mark, okay. Okay, good. Let's actually run it, okay. This one every time is actually wrong. So we have panel, okay. Oh, the panel is the screen. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, sorry for that. Let's go back. Okay. So this text area, we should set it to be panel. Okay, I think I know where it's wrong. Okay, so let's see. Wait. Okay, so here we have panel. Okay, so this is a panel. Let's actually choose the panel. Okay, so panel, let's actually call it screen. Okay. Okay, I know where it's wrong. Okay, so here let me call the data that we try to print is panel. Okay, and go back to my code. Okay, so here I print to panel. Okay, so this is okay. So now let's go back to the design. The font 13 is too small. We use 28. Okay, sorry for that. So this is okay now. Let me go back to the code now. Okay, so that print probably is okay. So that's to redefine the function. Okay, so here I have a function. Okay, let's do display. Okay, and this will display a string. Okay, and I'm going to do str plus equal. Okay, the string. Okay, and now I have another function called display. Okay, ln is line s. Okay, so right here I have the str plus equal s plus the change line mark. Okay. Okay, so here I'm going to try this one. So I have this different scene. Okay, you print it. Okay, but let me go back to here. This one I'm going to do display. Okay, display before. So here I'm going to do display. Okay, this one. Okay, let me try these two and then see wrong. Okay, it's still working. Okay, so now I'm going to actually add here plus comma. Okay, plus y equals. Okay, plus y. Okay, so this we all done. And the change line mark, we don't need that, so we actually do ln. Okay, and this before we can add it to here. Okay, so we a single display a line should be good enough for here. Okay, instead of typing too much. Okay, so reset and run. Okay, so that we simplify the program using the display and display ln function. So you will be able to print out a single line like that. Okay, so before swapping, we get this. Now we're going to swap the two data. Okay, we're going to swap the two data. So here I'm going to do swapping. So to do swapping, you have two values that actually is x and y. X is 10, y is 20. Okay, so if you directly copy y to x, then x is become 20. So that doesn't work. Okay, you cannot do that. And then you copy x to y, that actually not okay. So the way to do swapping is you need to pick up the value. Okay, you need to pick up the value. So you need to pick up the value. So you actually pick up 10 to temp. Okay, and then you copy the 20 to x, and then you copy 10 to y. Okay, that this one we call it rotational swap. Okay, so here the first thing is that you should have available temp equals x. Okay, and x equals y, and then y equals temp. Okay, this one will perform the swap function, and now we are going to do display one more time. Okay, now we are going to do this display line one more time. Now we set and run. Okay, so here this one we should call it after. Okay, instead of before. After we set and go. Okay, so this one is before and after the swap, and you will do swapping. Okay, this one is the swapping function. Okay, this portion is swapping function. We do have display and we finish that. Okay, now next one. Let's actually try a list equals 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try this one, and let's do display line of this list. Let's try if this one work. Okay. Okay, you print out 1, 2, 3. Okay, you print out 1, 2, 3. So this one list. So here let's actually have a another function, okay. So here let's have another function called display a list, okay. Display array, okay. Display array, you actually have bracket plus this guy, okay, plus right hand side bracket, okay. And then we can display an array. So right here, let's do display list, okay. And after that, that's actually also change line. So put a \n inside here, okay. That will display that array one time, okay. So see here what happened. We can actually display this is, okay. This one actually display array, okay. Okay, that's the display array. Okay, so we got the 1, 2, 3, okay. We got the 1, 2, 3, that's the display array, okay. So now let's assume that the array we use the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. We finished the swap, okay. So that's before the swap, let's do display line, and here we do put a swap function. Now after finish the swap, we do display line, and here we put an empty string to it, okay. And then after that, we do display line, put in rotation, okay, rotation. This one is actually rotation left, okay. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would like to rotation to the left. We would like to rotation to the left, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to rotate to the left, so it becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 will be rotated to here, so 1 here, okay. This is called rotate left, okay. So for this rotate left function, how can we do that, okay? Here, okay. So we print it first, and then we're going to do rotation. Okay, now the same thing, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you pick up your 1 to 10 value first. And then copy this one, this one, this one, this one, one by one to the left. And then eventually copy the 10 to the last value. Okay, this one is rotation. So let's do work on here. Okay, so available temp equals the list 0 value. Okay, 0 value, and then 4. Okay, available. Okay, I equals 0. I less than list the length. Okay, and then I increase. Okay, we are going to copy one by one. Okay. So here you starting from number 1. Okay, so here, let's see. Original your value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Index is actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you pick up this one to temp, and you are going to copy 1 to 0, 2 to 1, 3 to 2, and then 4 to 3. Okay. The index location. So here we have starting from index 1, copy to 0. So your this 0 the I minus 1 location should be your this, okay, I value. Okay, you keep doing that, and at the very end you need to assign your this last element, this the length minus 1 value should be equals to 10 value, and then we do display. Okay, let us actually do here. Let's do display. Okay, array, and then this again. Okay, and then let's display line. Okay, it's empty. Okay, it's empty array. Okay, so that actually is rotation to the left. That's a rotation to the left. Okay. One more. Okay, one more. That's actually Now let's actually do rotation to the right. Okay, so here let me actually copy this. Okay, we reset this value. Okay, we reset this value. Okay, we reset this value, and we are going to call it rotation to the right. So rotation to the right is the opposite direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are going to shift it this way. So you need to pick up 5 first. And then 4 to 5, 3 to 4, 2 to 1, 1 to 2, and copy your temp to here. Okay. So that's the up purpose. Okay. So now the first one, your temp. Okay, we already have a temp value, so we do not need to declare it one more time. So we do temp equals this. Okay. The last element is this length. Okay. -1. Okay, that value copy to temp. Okay, and then for in variable. Okay, this one should be I equals this length -2. Okay, and then I greater equals 0 and I decrease. Okay, we kind of copy it one by one. Okay, so here your list the current I plus 1 value should be your list I's value. So you copy your data to the right side, okay, to the right side, one by one. And eventually your list 0 should be the temp value, okay. Okay, so this is rotate right, okay, but before we do rotation, we do want to print out the list, okay. And after the rotation, we will display the list one more time. Okay, and after that, we do display line, okay, with the empty line, okay. So reset go, okay, this one will rotate to the right, okay. So this group of the algorithm are for the data movement, okay. This group of data are for the data movement. So please look at these different functions. These are the review for the functions. Okay, these are the review for the functions. So let me actually again share it, publish. Okay, and let me share it one more time. Okay. Okay, so please look at this program also, okay? Okay, that's a simple program for data movement. So we work on the traversal algorithms, we work on the data movement algorithms, okay? And I tried that because I'm going to, we are actually working on the chapter 7, okay, chapter 7, I'm sorry, lecture 6, okay, so you go over the iteration development. So let's go through it right now. We have the iteration, okay, iterative, so we have to repeat several times. So this one, it is a repeat several time algorithm. So you can do repeat how many times, okay. Okay, so this one's a repeat algorithm. It just always a repeat until condition, okay. So you continue until that condition happens. You will stop, okay. Okay, so this one we will review it when we are on the problems, okay. And that's okay. Then the algorithms list, okay, the base list operation. So this one, okay, printing a certain value. We talked about it already, okay. Now this one is adding or removing of the element, okay. So we will be adding or removing element. Okay, so there is an insert function. Okay, so let's see. Let's actually look at the functions for JavaScript function. Okay, so let's go back to the list. Okay, now let's look at the insertion and deletion of the algorithm. Okay, so let's create a new one. Okay, and here let me see. I have a design. Okay, so this one let me call it screen. Okay, screen, and I'm going to try another color now. Let's use the dark one. Oh no, this one I think we tried before. Let's try this blue one. Okay, and then let's put our text area to here. Okay. Again, let's change the border size to 3. Okay, change the font size to 28. Okay. Okay, the border color is okay. The text color is blue. Okay. So let's make it bigger. Okay, make it bigger. Okay, prepare the whiteboard for us. Okay. Prepare the whiteboard for us. Now next one is let's look at some other things. Okay, let's look at some other things. So this one, let's actually rename it. Call it IB22. Okay, pin 10. Okay, data apps. Okay, data operations. Okay, data operations. Okay, so here let's try some other algorithm that we would like to cover first. Okay, so now we do. Okay, we do have something. So that's again here we have variable. Okay, we have variable str equals empty string. Okay, and then at the very end we do have the set. Okay, let's call the set text. Okay, and let's go back here. Okay, so this box, let's call it panel. Okay, go back to our code. Okay, we will choose the panel for us to display. Okay. Now I'm going to copy. So this one I will save the name. I'm going to go to my previous project. Okay. Going to my number 9. Okay. I'm going to copy the functions over. So these functions pretty handy. So I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to back to my project 10. Okay. Go to my project 10 data operations. Okay, so let me put it over here. Okay. Next one, before we do insert and delete. Okay, before we do insert and delete, let's actually work on. Before we do insert and delete, let's work on linear search. Okay, what is linear search? Okay, so let's assume that we have a variable. Okay, data. Okay, data will equals 5. Okay, 4. Okay, 9, 2. Okay, 8. Okay, 6. And 10. Okay, so let's assume that this is the data we have. Okay, this is a list we have. Okay, so now we are going to do display. Okay, line. Okay, display. Okay, display. Okay, and we do data. Okay, data column, and then we do display line. Okay, and we this with data. Okay, make it a string and then display it. So let's see, let's run it. Okay, we have a text, sorry. We have a text that's wrong. Okay, let's go back. So here was set panel is text. Oh, okay, sorry, this one's wrong. So here I'm going to put str over here. Okay, so wrong. Okay, we get that. Okay, so we have a data and then we print it over here. Okay, so that's my data. So now I'm going to find out writing a function called linear search. So linear search is to sequential search. is go one by one to see, say, if I search the index of 9, it should be 0, 1, 2. So you number 2, okay? Again, if you are working on the AP computer science principle, the index starting from 1, 2, and then it will be 3, okay? But right here, we are using Java, so you get 2. So now I'm going to write a function for linear search, okay? So function, okay, function search. Okay, so give me an array and a key value, okay? And we're going to search for the array and see which element will be the key, okay? So let's do a index, okay? Let's set it to be -1. -1, we search -1 is that if not found, okay? If key not found, okay, -1 will be returned, okay? Okay, so right here, we eventually will return -1 if not found, okay? So we go through each element. So for variable, okay, I equals 0, I less than ARY length, the array length, okay? And then I increase. Okay, so if the ARY's i's value is equals the key, we got that, then we return the I, okay. Otherwise, we'll keep searching, and if not found, we return -1. So let's do this one, okay. The original data is like that, okay. Then we'll do variable, okay, ix, okay. Well, let's actually do this one. We do search, okay, search the data with 9, okay, let's see, with 9. Display, okay. The data is 9, okay, so it actually does display plus 9 plus is 8. Hello. Okay, plus we will get the index, so let's actually put in the index ix, okay. Now let's reset and run, okay. So 9 is at index 2, okay. So we get that, okay. Let's try one more. So let's copy, okay, put it over here. And then here, if I try to search for 6, okay. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Doing okay?
Yeah, I don't know what is this meeting mean.
This meeting is to Saturday. I'm out of town, so I try to record it for Saturday.
Oh,
But Abby, you are welcome to join. Actually,
okay.
you're
Got it.
welcome to join. If you have question, you can ask. Okay, I'm going through the algorithm right now.
Okay.
Okay, so you are welcome. You're welcome to stay if you like. Okay. So here a print display with line. Okay, anyway, I'm in the middle of introducing something. I'm teaching the linear search right now, okay? Okay, so here we actually show the 6 is at index 5 and 9 is at index 2, okay? 9 is at index 2. So let's try something that we don't have, okay? Let's try a, say 20, okay? 20 is, okay, 20. Okay, so let's reset and run. 20 is at -1. So the value is not found. Okay, this one's a search. This is linear search. Okay. Next one, I'm going to cover the binary search. Binary search will also be tested in the exam. Okay. So binary search. Okay. So binary search, you will also get an array and you will check where the key is. It's the same. Okay. And binary search is different from the linear search. The linear search, you search one by one, okay? But binary search, you cannot. You must have your data sorted. Okay, you must have your data sorted. So let's actually look at sorting of the data. Okay. So here let's try to say JavaScript. Okay, sort. Okay, there's a JavaScript sorting array. Okay, sorting array, you use a sort, that will be sorting. Okay, let's actually try this one. So let me don't change the array. We have this array data. Okay, so let's do data.sort. Okay, you must have the data sorted. Okay, if you don't sort it, it doesn't work. Okay. And then after sorting, okay, here we do this one, okay, display. Sorted data, and then we do display. Okay, I put our data in there. Okay, and then let's reset and run. So sorted data is like this. You just do data.sort. You sort the data in the format we have. Okay, now the data is sorted, and we are going to look at the binary search. Okay, so let's do this one. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's go back to whiteboard. Okay, so let's assume that right now we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Totally 7 number. Okay, totally 7 number. Okay, so now if we want to do a binary search, the idea is every time we find the middle value. Okay, so if key right now is actually 7, we want to find where 7 is. So I compare 7 with the middle value. Then 7 is bigger. 7 is bigger, so we know that it's sorted. So the 7 must be on the right side. So we compare the middle value of the right side. It's smaller, so we actually sort it to here. So this one actually is smaller, so we say it's over here, but there is no data. Okay, so we return -1 in this case, not found. Okay. Okay, let's actually try one more time. Okay, try one more time. So right now, if we try to find the data 9, okay, so the data try to actually find the data 9. Okay, so we still try the middle value. So the middle value is 6. It's bigger, so we try the right side. We compare the middle value, and it actually 9. So we return the index of this guy. Okay. Okay, so now we need to calculate the index of the middle value. Okay, so let's try here. Okay, here we have binary search. So first one, you must know about what is low. Low is the smallest index. Okay, so smallest index right now is 0. High is the largest index. It will be ARY the length. Okay. Okay, so we have these two. I'm sorry, -1. Okay, the last element is ARY. Again, we are using 0 to n. Okay, 0 to n-1. Okay, it's not using 1 to n system as AP ComSci principle. Okay. Okay, so right here we have this. Okay, today because it's a recorded session, so I'm not going to ask student questions, and we will not review the problem set. So I'm going to focus purely on the algorithms, okay, and writing programs, okay. And we started 3:30. Right now it's around 5 o'clock. Okay, 4:54. Okay, so we still have 1.5 hours to go. Okay, so here let's continue. Okay, let's continue. So we get the data of the low and high. So while, okay, while is another loop. Okay, while actually is when the condition happen, you go into the loop. Okay, you go into the loop. So fail when low actually less than equals high. So when there's no crossover, okay, no crossover, you will go into here, okay. And if you finish it, that means that low and crossover to high, low is greater than high, okay. The exit condition, when this loop get out, actually low will be greater than high. That means the crossover. Crossover means that not found, okay, data not found, key not found, okay. Key is not in the array. In that case, we'll return -1. Okay, in that case, we'll return -1. Then right here, okay, we will get the index, okay, middle value, okay, the middle values index, okay, the index of the middle element is mid, okay. So the mid should be matched that flow, okay, of the low plus high. Remember, we actually there's no integer division, so you need to use a messed up flow, okay. This one divided by 2, you get a mid value, okay. What does this means, okay? What does this mean? This means when we have 7 elements, right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, right? Index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So you use a 6 and 0 divided by 2, you get 3. So that's your middle values location. If it's even, if it's odd number. So that's as soon as if it's even number, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0 plus 5 divided by 2, you get 2. So you pick the left-hand side middle value, okay? Because you have even number, okay? If you are odd number, you will pick the right middle value, okay? If you are you have even number of elements, you pick the left-hand side middle value, okay? So that's the middle value, and then if, okay, and then if array's value is actually this thing actually is equal to key, okay, then you will return v value, okay. Otherwise, if actually key is less than array's v value, that means the key is on the left hand side, okay. Key is on the left hand side, then your high would be the v -1, okay. And otherwise, key is actually bigger than the mean value, okay. Otherwise, key is bigger than the mean value. In that case, your low will be equals mid plus 1, okay. So this one is binary search value. It's binary search value, okay. So here we search for different data, okay. So let's just copy the whole thing over, okay. Copy the whole thing over. And then here, that's actually do not wrong search, that's wrong binary search this time, okay. Remember the data have been sorted, okay. Okay. So here 9 is at the index 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6 is at the index 3, so 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 20 not found. Okay, so this one is the so-called binary search. Okay, so after the sorting and you have sorted data, here we have we'll have display line. Okay. And after display the index, let's do display line. Okay. Okay, reset. Oh, okay. So here we have the data, and then we do linear search. Okay, and we have sorted data, and we do binary search. Okay, so here we finish the searching. Okay, we finish the searching algorithms. Okay, and these are the data arrays. So right now we are 5 o'clock. So let's have 5 minutes break. I'm coming back on 5:05, and I'm going to continue to discuss the algorithms. Okay. Hello. We will resume the session. Let me check the microphone first. Make sure that we are recording. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we will go back. So now we finish half of the session, and as I said, this one is a make exception. So it's a pre-recording session. So I will try to focus on the algorithm only. Okay, I'm not going to cover the question and answer session today. Okay. Now let's continue. Okay, so we have the searching. We have searching, binary search, and linear search so far. Okay, so the next one, let's actually go to the session here. If we want to insert or delete data, okay, we want to insert and delete the data. How can we do it? Okay, how can we do it? So here we already finished the binary search. Okay, we finished the linear search and binary search. So this one I'm going to look into the insert and delete. Okay, before we do insert and delete, let's actually look at the function of the JavaScript. So JavaScript array functions. Okay, array functions. So here we have JavaScript arrays. Let's actually look at it. Okay, here we have a JavaScript methods. Okay, so these are two string function. Okay, that you can use. We don't use it. Okay, because the two string function it will give you these. Okay, so let's see. We have pop function. Okay, push function, shift function. Okay, okay, shift function. So let's see. Let's try it one by one. Okay, some of them I will not repeat. Okay, I just introduce what are these different functions. Okay, so pop function, you have array, banana, orange, apple, and mango. This one, you will pop out this data. Okay, so this one will be deleted. So your banana, orange, and apple. That's called pop function. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, so here you originally have banana, orange, apple, and mango. Now you pop out the mango, so it's gone. Okay, so it's taking out the last element. Okay, that one is pop. Second function is called push. Push is the opposite operation. So you have banana, orange, apple, and mango. You will add the kiwi to the tail. Okay, so that one is called a pop function, a push function. Push will push the kiwi to the end. Okay, so basically you have an array. You have an array, and pop is take something out from the tail. Okay, push is push some data into it. Okay, to the tail. And we have ship and unship. Okay, ship and unship. Ship is a ship into it to the head. Okay, unship is take out the data from left. Okay, so let's go back. Now let's see. Here we will have ship function. So ship function right now we have banana, orange, apple, and mango. I'm sorry, ship actually take the banana out. Okay, sorry for that. So after ship, banana is take out from head side. Okay, from the left hand side. Okay, so this operation I don't write it. Okay, and unship is actually adding the lemon before the banana. Okay, so that's called unship. So these are basic operation for this array. Okay, then you can change some elements. So right here, if you like to change the fruit 0, you change a banana with kiwi. Okay, banana change with kiwi. Okay, next one. You can use the length of this. You can arbitrarily add in the data to the length. So kiwi aside, you will have the banana, orange, apple, mango, and kiwi. Okay. So this one equivalent to the push. Okay, you can delete. Okay, delete. Delete 0. Delete 0, you leave an undefined hole in it. Okay, this one is not push apart. So delete is delete the object. Okay, it delete the object. It's not really to ship out. Okay, so you really would like to do ship. Okay, and you can concatenate two array together. So this one, my girl and my boy, girl concatenate with boy, so it will be Emil, Tobia, Linus. Okay, and then I'm sorry, girl first. Okay, so girl CL and then EGL. Okay, so that would be the order. Okay, so this one is the merging. Okay, merging is using concatenate. Okay, and you can concatenate more. Okay, that's actually okay. So now there's another function called splice. Okay, splice, you can add data, or you can actually you can splice in, and you can also splice out. Okay, splice and slice are two different functions. Okay, so let's look at the splice. So splice 2 with no data out. Okay, then this lemon and kiwi will be inserted in the two locations. So you will have banana, orange, lemon, kiwi, apple, and mango. Okay, so banana, orange, lemon, kiwi, the two are spliced in. Okay, if splice out no data means is not going to take out data. So here 2 means that the index location you are going to splice. And 0 is the number of the data being spliced out. So no splice out data, and this 2 will be spliced in into here. So this one is exactly the insertion. Okay. How about 2, okay, 2, you actually at the location 2 is spliced out to data. So apple and mango are spliced out, and your lemon and kiwi being swiped in. So this one is exactly take out 2, and that's 2 being added. Okay, and the splice out data will be returned. The splice out data will be returned. Okay, the splice out will be returned. Okay, that's splice. So here at 0, you splice out one data. Okay. That actually it take out this banana. Okay, it take out this banana. One data being spliced out. Okay, one data being spliced out. So that actually is the splice out the banana. So these are using the built-in function for the array to do insert and delete. Okay, and delete. Okay, next one is a sub array. Sub array is slice. Okay. So this one slice 1, okay, slice 1 is actually you take out the substring from 1 to the end. So single element 1 means that starting from 1 to the end of the array being sliced. Okay, so this one citrus will be orange, lemon, apple, and mango. Okay, and you can splice 3. Actually slice 3 will be apple and mango. Okay. Okay, apple and mango. This one you have sort. Okay, you can sort the data, so you'll be sorting. You become apple, banana. Okay, mango and orange. Okay, that's the order that you actually. Okay, I'm sorry. This one actually is decreasing order. Okay, so actually you do this. I'm sorry. This one you do. I'm sorry. No, let's go back a little bit. Okay. So you have a slice, okay, and 2 string. And then you can do sorting, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, this one actually is sorting. Sorting will be apple, banana, orange, mango and orange. Okay, apple, banana, mango, and orange. And you do reverse. Reverse actually change the order. So we do see the data like this. Okay, the end. Okay. Let me see. I'm sorry, this one's not a take out. Not this one. Okay, not this one. Let me close the view. Okay, so you will take this one. It's after reverse. Okay, after reverse. Okay, so that actually is the sorting. Right here, we actually discuss different function. Okay, discuss different array operation. So we are focused on the algorithm that we can write. Okay, so those are functions I just introduced to you. So if you are interested, you just come to here. Okay, this one you can just do search in JavaScript. Okay, array functions. Okay, this JavaScript array function and W3 is cool. You will get the page that I have. Okay. Anyway, that's what we have. Now we are going to do delete and insert by our own way. Okay, using algorithm, not using the standard function. Okay, so this one here, let's actually look at the insert first. Okay, let's assume that we have this data 2, 4, 6, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and I'm trying to insert 7 to here. Okay, so insert first one, you need to know about the insert location. Insert location here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7 elements. They are A insertion location from 0 to 7. Okay, 7 elements. You have A insert location 0 to 7. Okay, so now actually let's actually go back. Okay, go back. We are going to write this insertion function. Okay, so let's assume that our data at the end we actually already sorted, right? We already sorted. Now we are going to do insertion. Okay, we are going to do insertion. So we will write a function. So this function actually called insert. Okay, let's assume that we have an array. Okay, and there is a data you want to insert it in, and the insert location is index. Okay. So we have these 3 things. We are going to insert the data at certain location. Okay. So right here we have 2 ways we can actually do it. Okay. So if you use delete and or splice, you'll be able to handle it. Okay. So now let's assume that we don't do delete and insert. How about we create a new array? So array B, okay, will be equals, okay. Array B will be equals the new array of array dot length, okay, plus 1. So here we have we will create a new array that called array B. That's 1 element more than the current array. Okay. So now I have a pointer. Okay, pointer I set it to be 0. Okay, pointer I'm setting to 0. So here I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to do insertion at the index location. Okay, so here let's assume that we try to insert a 7. Okay, we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. We try to insert here. So here insert location is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we try to insert at the 4. Okay. So we try to insert it at the 4, we create a new array B. So array A is here, array B is here. We pretty much copy the whole thing, 2, 4, 5, 6 here, and then put a 7 over here. Then we put 8, 9, 10 after it, okay? So we copy this to here and copy this 3 to here and put the extra value 7 in there. We will finish the insertion, okay? So let's do this one. So we do for integer I variable, okay, I equals 0, I less than the index, okay, I increase, okay, and we actually put at the array B's p value, okay, will be equals array arrays i's value, and p will increase every time we add the data to it. Okay, so this p is p increase, p plus p increase. Okay, so we copy the data one by one. Okay, one by one. So 2, 4, 5, 6 will be copy over there. Okay, and then at the moment we are going to actually do our array means p value will be equals the data. Okay, so we insert a 7 into the index location. Okay, index location, and then p need to be increasing. Okay, now after that we will do for integer variable. Okay, I will be equals index location, and then I less than a dot length. I which will continue to copy the rest of the A array to B array. So A R Y B's P location will be equals the A R Y of the I's location, and then P increase. Okay. So we finish that and we will return ARYB. Okay. Then we will do insertion. So let's go back. Okay, go back to here. We have the data. Okay. Here we have the data. Sorry, here we use the data. So let's don't call this one data. Let's go in DAT. Okay, DAT. Sorry for that. So let's go call it data. Let's call it DAT. Okay, DAT. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. Then actually go back to here. Okay, so here let's do this one. We do insert. Okay, insert our data with a 7 at the index 4. Okay, so after that I'm going to print out my data. So print out my data one more time. Okay, so insert data is at the index location 4. Okay. Okay, we reset and run again. Wait. But A is, we don't have A. Let's actually look at it. Okay. Oh, okay. This one is not A, is actually ARY. Okay. One more time. Go. Okay, this one. Let's see what happened. Oh, okay. So actually too long. Okay. The line too long. So let's don't use the parentheses there. So here let me use a colon. Let's don't use the data. Okay, no data not needed. Let's just write it this way. Okay. So okay, the index 4. Let me have a colon and change the line. Okay. Here actually, let's do index 4. Okay, shorter, a little bit shorter. Okay, and then before we here, we just do display. Okay, empty. Okay, so let's redo this one. Okay, so this one we actually, let's see. Oh, here we do insert, so the same line to be passed back to data. Okay. Otherwise, a new array, it won't be back. Okay, so this one works. Okay, so this one is the insertion of the data with 7 at the index 4. Okay, so now let's actually take out this 7. Take out 6. Okay, let's take out 6. So take out 6. We are going to delete the data at the index 3. Okay, we are going to take out the data in index 3. So here we may need to check the index. Okay, so here if actually index, okay, less than 0, okay, or index greater than, okay, greater than ARY the length. Okay, ARY the length, there is no data there, but greater than that, you have, but it's actually valid insert location. So greater than that, we actually will return. We are not going to insert it. Okay. So now next one we do delete. Okay, we do function delete. So let me try one more time. You see, okay. So next one we'll do delete. Okay, next one we'll do delete. So here we have a function called delete. Let's call it DEL because delete we already used that. So ARY, okay, delete. And delete, you will give them a index location. Okay. So this one is actually index, okay, less than 0, or actually index, okay, greater than ARY the length, okay, minus greater than the last index element. So here we will return, okay. So delete, you have 0 to ARY the length minus 1. Those are the range that you can delete, okay. If you are out of them, and you actually will not be acceptable. Okay, we will not be able to do delete. Now we are also want to copy again. So we create an ARYB with the new array, okay, of ARY the length, okay, minus one viewer because we're going to do delete, okay. So now index is the one I'm going to delete. So I'm going to do the following thing, okay. So that's the one that we feel right now. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have this one. We're going to delete this one. So we copy these 3 over to the new array, right? So we have 2, 4, 5. Then we copy this 4 to here. Just do not actually put your index location in. So that one will be automatically deleted, okay? So we are going to use this technique to do deletion, okay? Okay, so we will need to have a pointer P, okay? So this pointer P will be set to 0 again. So here for integer, okay, for the variable, okay, I equals 0, I less than index, I increase, okay? This one again, your ARYB's P location. Here you can write P++, okay? Same as previous one. You can, this one's post equivalent. So you will use the P first and then you will increase, okay? So this is equivalent to the P that is and then increase later, okay? This is equivalent. So this one, it will be equals my ARY's I's value, okay? And then after that, you actually do copy. So index location, you cannot copy now. So you will start from index +1 location, okay? And then I less than A the length, ARY the length. Okay, and I increase, okay? Now we have ARYB of the P++ will be equals ARY's I's value, okay? So after that, we copy the whole thing to ARYB, and then we return ARYB value, okay? So that's that, and we finish that, and we are going to do delete now. So we will say data equals delete the data at the index association 3, okay? We are going to delete the 6 out, okay? And then I'm going to copy this whole thing over for display, okay? And here I'll say delete data at index association 3, okay? Okay, so she set and run. We do have some problem, okay? We must have missed something, okay? The AR is. So here I mentioned the 1, okay? Okay, so 6 bin takeout. Okay, 6 bin takeout. Okay, so this is the deletion of an array element. Okay, that's a deletion of an array element. So right here we review the display. Okay, we review the search, binary search, insert and deletion. Okay, this different algorithm. Okay, I think AP concept principle need these different algorithm to here. Okay, so next one we are going to talk about loop. Okay, we're going to talk about loop. We have a data and we are going to talk about loop. So we talk about the loop. Okay. Okay, so this one actually, let me actually share. Okay, publish. Okay, and then here I'm going to copy. Okay, copy, and then I'm going to send it to you. Okay, this is a sample code. Okay. So next one, we have a new category. So I'm going to use a new file. Okay. I'm going to use a new file. And instead of using this one, okay, this one we have enough. Okay. So now let's actually create a new one and create it. Okay. And this one I'm going to call it IV22. Okay. P11. Okay. Loops. Okay, loops. We are teaching you different loops. Okay. Okay, so here let me save. Okay, and we need to have a design. Okay, design box. Let's try this forest. Okay, try this forest, and then put the text area one more time. Okay, I think it's okay. The color, I think it's okay. So let me change it to 3. Okay. Okay, let's go back to code. Okay, I'm sorry. Here, let's actually select this one. Okay, and this one, let me call it panel. Okay, for the panel. Go back to my code. Okay, so here, let me actually set var string equals empty. And VA, we actually do get. I'm sorry, do set text. Okay, set text, and then here, let me change it to set it to panel. Okay, and this one, let's go back. We change it to str. Okay, we're going to print it out. And then let me actually go back to my project 10. Okay. I'm again going to copy this different display function over. Okay, now we are going to talk about the different loop. Okay, we still have about an hour to go. Okay, we're going to look at the loop. So different kind of loop we usually would do. Okay, so first thing, let's look at the let's look at this display. Okay, line. Okay, this one we're going to work on what kind of loop we should have. we should have the so-called sentinel loop. Okay, sentinel loop. What's the purpose of the sentinel loop? Okay, so we will have the sentinel loop. Okay, and sentinel loop, we are going to wait until it actually hits some sentinel value. Okay, and we will actually start. So that's called sentinel loop. Okay. Here we will try to look at some function. Okay, some function that actually we are trying to learn a few new function. This one called prime data and prime number. Okay, prime data and prime number. So we are going to work on this. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, so let's do this one. First one, let's actually do prime data. Prime data. Okay, so here let's do a text. Okay, so let's do text. Okay, so text equals prompt. Okay, so let's actually do prompt. Okay, so this prompt function is what is a default function in your JavaScript. Okay, in your JavaScript. So prompt. Okay, here you put a string. Okay, so here you say enter a sentence. Okay. So enter the sentence. So you will get a string. Okay, so this text is a string. Okay, so while what? While the text, okay, that text that to lowercase that equals exit. Okay, well, it is not equal to x. So here you have exclamation mark. This means not equals exit. Okay, so you get a text and you are not equal to x. Okay, so here you will do this. Okay, you will do display line. Display one line. You put this. Okay, and then you press your text. Okay, you press your text. So you do greater than and then text. Okay, and then you get the prompt one more time until you finish. Okay, until you finish. Okay, and after that, at the very end, you say display. Okay, line, and here you say session ends. Okay, so let's try this one. Session ends. So that's wrong. Okay, you get a prompt here. Say I am fine. Undefined that equals, okay. Text that to lowercase. Undefined is not a function. But to lowercase here, well, actually lowercase. Okay. Wait. To lowercase available. Okay. I'm sorry. So here you have a string. Okay. String is undefined. Wait. Okay, let's actually comment out this while loop portion. Okay. Before we actually do anything, let's actually do this. Okay. Comment out this portion. Let's just do display line of the text. Okay. And one more time. Okay. Let's check if the text is what we want. Okay. So I am fine. Oh. Okay. So sentinel loop. Okay. I'm fine, and then it ends. Okay. Now let's go back to here. Choose this one. change the font size. This time, let me use a 24, okay? A little bit smaller than previous one. And fine, okay? Okay, so the sentinel loop, I'm fine, okay, in session end, okay? So this one, text is okay, and then, okay. So here, let's actually do this, okay? Let me use a double equal sign, okay? It's a JavaScript. Let me use a double equal sign to check. So I'm fine and go, okay? To lowercase, it's not a function. So we need to convert it to this one, C, okay? One more time. Not equals, okay. Let's try this one, okay. Where text not equals exit, okay. Now I type in exit and I'm getting out, okay. So you type in, I'm fine, okay. Okay, let me take out this text now. We don't need that, okay. One more time. So here I am fine. Then how are you? And then good. Okay. And then exit. You do one by one. Okay. So the text input, we hit return, hit prompt again, hit return prompt again until finish. And we say session end. Okay. So this one, let's call sentinel loop. And then this one is text input. Okay. Text input version. One more time. Okay. We set. So I am fine. Okay. And exit. Okay. So this text input. So this one is showing a sentinel. So this one, while this one not equal this, okay, this actually is what? Repeat until. This is equivalent to repeat until. Repeat until your text is equals to exit, then you get out, okay? Then you get out, and then the session end. Now let's actually look at the sum loop, okay? We would enter a few number and we will display the sum, okay? So here let's do display, okay, line, okay, this one, let's call it a sum loop, okay? So let's actually print out the empty line first, and then let's do display, okay, line, and here we do have sum loop, okay, and here we do have 0, okay, 0 to exit, okay, 0 to exit. So here a similar structure, okay, but this time I'm going to use a prompt number. Prompt number, you will get a number, okay, you'll get number. So here we have num equals prompt number, okay, so here you will say enter a number, okay, you enter a number and then okay, and then while, okay, number, okay, not equals 0, okay. 0 is a sentinel value again, okay. This time we are going to work on the sum, so we have variable, okay, sum equals 0, okay. So we get a number and then we will do sum plus equals the number, okay, increase by number, sum increase by number, and then we'll prompt and get the number again. So number equals prompt number, okay, and then enter a number. Okay, anyway, here we actually finish this one, and we will do we also do session end, okay? And then after the session end, we say that display, okay, line. Okay, because so that's reset and go, okay? So here, okay, A and B and then exit. Okay, this one is for the text portion, okay? Now we start to enter number. Enter number, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 0, get out, okay? 0 and get out, so sum loop, okay? So here I show you two sentinel loop and sum loop, okay? Sentinel loop means that we exit the loop until we hit the exit, okay? So you will prompt the data you text in, prompt the data you set in, keep doing that until it actually is exit, okay? So here, second one, the sum loop, okay, same thing. We read in a number, so prompt number will get number, prompt will get a string, okay? So prompt number, you get a number, and then you add that number into your sum, add number into a sum number, until you get a 0, and then you end your loop, okay? So this one is the so-called sentinel loop, okay? Sentinel loop. Okay, so we finish the two type of the sentinel loop with input value, okay, with input value. So that's actually stop right here using this P11. Okay, so P11, that's don't add anymore. Okay, but I'm not going to share it right now. I'm going to wait until we have P12. Okay, to be done before we send it, because the P12 will also be a loop. But I don't want to actually what. I don't want to actually make this one too big. Okay, so it's already big program enough. Okay. Big enough program. So let me create one more lab, okay? So this one, again, I go to my design, okay? I'm going to choose the forest one more time because it's also loop. And I'm going to choose this one. It's called IV22 P12, okay? And loops number 2, okay? Loop number 2. So I put it here. Let's actually put the text area, okay? Adjust it, okay, adjust it. Go down with border 3, okay? And then take font size, let's use 24 again, okay? Well, this is good enough. The text area, I'm going to call it panel, okay? Okay, good. Let me go back to my project number 11. And I'm going to copy my function back, okay? Let me copy the whole thing, okay? Let me copy the whole thing, actually. Okay, and I'm going to go in back to, so let me copy the whole thing. I'm going back to my project 12. Okay, using that, we actually using sharing the same interface, okay? So that's actually delete everything from here, okay? We finish the different loop, okay? The so-called loop, okay? The so-called sentinel loop. Now let's actually do counting loop, okay? Counting loop. So counting loop, we may have a variable, okay, list, okay. Let's put in this one equals this list. Okay, you have 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, whatever is just a list. with different value 1 or 2, okay? So we are going to count how many 1 and 2 and 3, okay? So here I'm going to set up the counter. So variable count 1 equals 0, okay? Variable count 2 equals 0, okay? Variable count 3 equals 0, okay? So for variable, okay, integer I equals 0, I less than distance, okay, and I increase, okay. And right here, here we have 3 counter, okay. But we can also do this, okay. We can also do a counter, okay. Counter. That's actually a sign counter of empty list, okay. Right here, and then we will, okay, now let's try it later, okay, try this one later, I'm sorry. Let's still use the counter 1 equals 0, okay. Variable counter 2 equals 0, okay. And variable counter 3 equals 0, okay. Okay, so this one actually is a counter loop, okay. So we'll check if actually list i's value equals 1, okay, so the counter 1 will increase, okay. So I'm going to actually copy, okay, test and test. We check this equals 2 and 3, and 2 will increase the counter 2, 3 will increase the counter 3, okay. Finish that, we will say display ln, okay. So many ones, okay. Okay, we're done, and then that's wrong. Okay, wait, set text. Okay, set text panel, which done it is. Go back to here. Okay, screen, choose this one. Okay, sorry, this one should be panel. Okay, I'm sorry. So this one, let me go back. Okay, let me actually. I think we said, okay, go here. This one both sides choose 24. Okay, all those three. Okay, let me go back to my project 11. Okay, make sure my project 11 still be working. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, so still working. So let me go back to my project 12. Okay. And run. So we have 6.1 and 9.2 and 5.3. Okay, this one is a counting loop. Tell you how to do counting. Okay, how many counting? Okay. Let's see here. Let's actually we have the counting loop. Let's actually do a string. Okay. So the string is SS. Let's use A B A B A A B B B B A B A B B A B. Okay, so we set up a histogram and equal 0, okay? Okay, so here, if actually, we'll do this, okay? We'll go through the whole thing, okay? So we do a C character. C character would be SS index I location, okay? That would be a single character. That would be a single character, and we actually will do the histogram of the C value minus the A's value will increase every time. Okay, we'll get a histogram value. Okay, and we will do this. Okay, we calculate that. Okay, and we will do for integer variable. Okay, I equals 0, I less than histogram length. Okay, and I increase. Okay, so we are going to print now each histogram. So here we will display line of what? Display line of the character. Okay, so this character should be we have this character. Okay, this is a number. Okay, this one is a number, and then the number we need to convert it back to a character. So here we have. Okay, so here let's see. JavaScript code, script. Okay, convert integer to convert ASCII code to character. Okay. Okay, it's called from charcoal. Okay, from charcoal. Okay, so it's called from charcoal. String down from charcoal. And then here there's another one. Okay, JavaScript convert character to ASCII code. Okay. Charcoal at. Okay. Okay, from charcoal and charcoal at. Okay, let's see. From charcoal and charcoal at. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back. So this one, let's call it. This one is, let's call. Here we actually have variable. Okay, AA would be is an integer. Okay. So this one is okay. That's actually called charcoal at. Okay. Charcoal at. Okay, so okay. Here let's actually set this one variable A to be we don't need that. Okay, we don't need that. Okay. So here we actually see we do charcoal. So this one charcoal at I. Okay. So charcoal at I. This one minus 65. Okay. And we should get the histogram. Okay. And then we are going to do for, okay, variable I equals 0, I less than 26, okay, and I increase, okay. And here we will say display line, okay. No, this one will do histogram the length, okay. And we'll display character, okay. Yes. Okay, here we need to convert our ASCII code, okay. So here we have C, okay, C will be equals CH, okay, is a character. CH will be from charcoal of the, which one? Of UI plus 65, okay. Get that, and the character, okay, space CH, okay, happens, shows up, okay, the histogram of the I, okay, plus times, okay, something like that. So let's actually do, after that we do, I'm sorry. Okay, this one, we don't need this anymore. Okay, so here we do display line of the empty line. Okay, so here we do again. This one, let's see, what is charcoal at? Okay, charcoal at. So let's see what is charcoal at. Text charcoal at. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. So here we do have SS charcoal at. Okay. And the other function is string. Okay, you need to use a string class. It's a class function. So let's do string. Okay, so this one is converting ASCII code to character. This function is converting character to ASCII code. Okay, so this one I'm showing you how to manipulate the number and the ASCII code. Okay, and trying to do that. Okay, so here A show up so many times is in not defined time. Okay, not defined time. We actually have A. Okay, let's see. And we have A, B, C, D. Okay, I'm sorry. So here, this one, CH. So we have histogram. C is ASCII code show up. Okay, so here, let's do this one. Before we do anything else, let's do display line. Display line is histogram. Okay. So not a number, okay. C minus 75, okay. Let's don't use a C, let's do X, okay. And let's don't use the single. So let's do code, okay, sorry. So deal not a number, let's see. Right here, let's actually do console the log, the code. Okay, let's see. So try to debug. Okay, here let's try to debug, see what would be the code. So the code do have 66, okay, do have the 65, whatever, okay. We do have that, okay, we do have that. And then we have a code, histogram of the code, okay. Histogram is, we get that and we actually is 0, okay. So let's do this one. J equals, okay, let's use a J equals code minus 65, okay, 65. So let's do console log, okay, J, okay. Okay, so it actually has the number now. So here, how about let's use the histogram J, okay. Oh, we do not initiate them, okay. So let's do histogram of the zero of the J. Let's set it to be 0, and then okay, you cannot set it to be 0. I'm sorry. So cut, okay. So if actually histograms J, okay, equals undefined, not a number, okay, undefined, then histogram of J equals 0, okay, and then we increase it. So let's do this one, okay, so that actually is okay. So this one show you how many times, okay, undefined, okay. So continue your break one iteration, okay? So if you say C no data and you will continue, continue means that this loop over here, you will skip that C and try D, okay? You try D. So right here, we do not have D, we do have A, B, and so let's add a few D, okay? We have A, B, and then, but we do not have C, okay? Okay, we do not have C. And we do not have C, okay? We do not have C. Okay, so this one, let's try one more time, okay? So we only show up A, B, and D, okay? So this one display histogram is not necessary now. Okay, so this one, we do have a string, okay? We do have a string. And now we go through the whole array and then we convert a single character into a ASCII code. And then we console log the ASCII code, okay? And we calculate the index, okay, for the histogram. We calculate index for the histogram, okay? I'm sorry, let's keep that console log, okay? It is not going to hurt us, okay? I'm sorry here, sorry. No. Let's keep the console log, okay? So here let's do console.log. Keep the console log for poll here, okay? Okay. So here actually you have a string and you see a character, you convert it to the ASCII code, okay? And you show the ASCII code value, okay? Actual ASCII code value. And then you calculate the distance between the core to A's core, okay? So 65 is hexadecimal 41 and is ASCII code for the letter A, okay, for the letter A. So if the histogram J is undefined, means that this letter never show up, then we set the histogram to be 0. Okay, no matter it show up or not, if it never show up, it's 0, we increase to 1. So you set the number of the time that the data show up to be 1. If the data already show up, you will just increase the number of the time that it show up, okay? Then after that, you go through the whole histogram, and then if the histogram of I is undefined, that means that the data never show up, okay? Then we bypass the data, and then we try next one. If we actually convert the ASCII code back to a character, okay, vector character. And then we see how many times it show up on the histogram. So this one is like this, okay? The purpose of this loop is histogram loop. You have A, B, C, D, E, right? So A, you say A one time, B, you say B one time, C, you say C one time, D, you say D one time, E, you say E one time. So next one, if it's A, we see that A, we update this one to 2 times. So eventually you can collect how many times each data show up. And this one in statistics, we call it histogram. Okay, so here we show you how to deal with the different counter loop and histogram group in here, okay? It's the counter loop and histogram loop in over here. Okay, we actually still have some time. So next one, I'm going to try to have project 13, okay? Project 13. Okay, project 13 is do while loop, okay, do while loop. So here, this one is IV, okay, 22, okay, P13, okay, and do while loop. Okay, we are going to introduce do while loop. Okay, do while loop is similar to the until loop, but it is used for menu. Okay, it's used for menu. Okay, so menu design. And we also would try to show you how to refresh your text area. Okay, refresh your text area. So let's do this one. Okay, let's do this one. Let's actually do. Let's try this. Let's try a darker color. Still use this one. Okay. Red steel. Let's actually put the text area in. Okay. And this one, let me actually set the background color to white color. Okay. White color. And let's actually set the border size radius to be 3. Okay. And this one, let's set the font size to be 24. Okay. To be 24. Okay, something that is okay. Okay, so text area, we still call it panel. We still call it panel. Okay, so this one we are going to do a menu design, and we will refresh the panel every time. Okay, this one we never tried it before, before today. Okay, but we will try to do that. Okay, so font size set to 24, and then this everything. Okay, so that actually go to code. Okay, now I'm going to actually this one let's save the project. I'm going to go and then copy the one from loop number 2. Okay, loop number 2. So I'm going to copy the code over. Okay. Okay, copy the code over. Okay, and then I'm going to look at my menu. Okay. So at this moment, that's actually to put the code over. Okay. And here, that's actually to clean up everything. Keep that display function. Here, let's actually try another one. Actually clear. Okay, clear screen. Okay, clear screen. Clear panel. Okay, let's call it clear panel. So this clear panel actually is a function, and this one we just set text. Okay, set text. Okay, so this one will be setting the panel. Okay, and then this one is empty string. Okay, so this one will clean out the panel. Okay, clean out panel. So let's try this one. Let's actually try this one. Let's try here. Okay, we'll clean the panel when we do it. Okay, so let's do this one. Here, let's actually do, let's actually do this. Okay, let's do display. Okay, display. Hello. Okay, let's just do this one. Okay. No show. Okay, no show. This one no show. Why is no show? Let's see. Data. Okay. Let's look at the text area. It's panel. Okay, it's panel. And then the pole here. Okay, we have the pole. So here is actually no show. What's that? Okay. Why the data is no show? Something wrong? Okay, that's actually comment out is clear panel. Okay, comment out is panel. Just display hello. I still no show. Okay, let's see. We copy over. Oh, let's see. Check it. Okay. Wait. The screen one. This one's panel. Okay. So we do change it to panel. And the code right here, let's see. Wrong. Okay. And it have no show. That means actually try. Okay. So if I use the console.log, okay. Here to console log hello. Reset and wrong. Okay. So console log is okay, but the display line is now okay here. Okay. Display line is now okay. So it has nothing to do with this clear panel. Okay. So let's see this one display. Okay. Let's try different thing. Okay. Let's display empty string. That's one. Okay. Let's go back to check my panel here. So the font size 24. Okay. Oh, okay. The text color. Okay. It's text color's problem. So let me actually tune my text color to be darker. Okay. Sorry for that. So there is nothing wrong. Okay, nothing wrong. Okay. It's just my color is not too well. So not a problem. Okay, not a problem. So here let's actually do hello. Okay. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, good. So we do not need to have this console log anymore. Let me actually move this one a little bit up. Okay, a little bit up here. Okay, the background color does actually adjust the background color. Don't use the white color. So, but we go to the somewhat gray area. Okay, so let's actually use a light gray color. Light gray color. Okay. So now we are here, and let's actually select a label. Okay, select a label. As a label, folks said let's try 28. Okay, I'm sorry, try actually 24. Okay, and this one label that's actually ID. Okay, that's actually label one. That's okay. Let's do enter. Okay, your choice. Okay, so 24 seems to be too big. So that actually try change it to 18. Okay, 18 a little bit too small, and then here let's try 20. Okay, and how about don't just use your choice. Okay, just your choice. And the button is a little bit too rounded, so let's actually try 3 only. Okay, so now this one 20 a little bit too small. Let's try 28. Okay. So let me move this label over here, okay? And let me add a text input over here, okay? So this text input a little bit too big. Number one, the radius, let's set it to be 3 again. This one, the background, let me actually set the background to be white, okay? Okay, foreground, let's set it to be black, okay? Okay, font size let's actually say 28. Okay. Now placeholder that's set to be 0. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. So that's my choice. Okay. And the alignment let me choose to right. Okay. Choose to the right. Okay. And go here. Okay. And go here. And then let me go back to this program here. Okay. Here I actually right here. Okay. Go back to my design. So right here I am going to choose this box. Okay. And then here let's do event. Okay. So here actually let's call it input one. That's okay. Test input one is okay. So we actually do okay. You cannot show it. So here we do we get what we actually do. We get an event. Okay. We get an event after set text. Okay. So on event text one, you will get text. Okay. You get text. Okay. And here we will say the variable choice. Okay, the variable choice will be we will do pass integer. I'm sorry, let's use a get number. Okay, go back to here. We actually have get number. Okay, so that's get number. Okay, get number from where? Let's actually get number from the text. Okay, input one. Okay. Okay, text input here, that's actually unchanged. Okay, the event should be changed. So when there's a data change, we are going to get it. Okay. Okay, so that's actually don't have a do value. Let's just keep this display. So you will actually show you the display. Okay. You display the whole thing for the vending machine. Okay. The display for the vending machine once. Okay. Default, you will actually default display for once. Okay. And it's a down loop. Okay, it's a down loop. Okay, so let's actually do this one. So here, okay, let's turn on the this one. Okay, so whenever we get a choice, okay, we get a choice. We get a choice. Okay, and then actually, let's see. You okay? Get a choice. And then we update the choice. Okay? We update the choice, and then we use based on the choice to make decision. Okay, we based on the choice to make decision. Okay, so here let's actually have a value called sum. Okay, value called sum. So sum equals 0. So sum equals 0. So here actually here. Okay. We clear the we actually get the choice. Okay, so if actually choice equals 1, then sum plus what? Sum plus 2.45. Okay, and if actually choice equals 2, okay, and then sum plus equals, okay, 1.75, okay, and then if actually choice equals 3, okay, we use sum plus equals 2.5. Okay, this is the total sum. Okay, so this one should also be a choice. Okay, this one is making choice for the vending machine. Okay, I'll show you the vending machine. So this one, you had a vending machine and you make choice. So if these are 1, 2, or 3, okay. And here, okay, here, okay. And here, if actually choice equal 0, you do something else, okay. So here, let's do this one. We actually have this different one, okay. Here we actually would have. We will actually finish, right? This one we will finish. So this one will finish, okay. We will finish. So on this one, we show return. Okay, we show return, and we should actually do what? We should clear panel, clean our page, okay, and then we are going to actually do display, okay. Your total, okay, total amount of money you spend, okay. The total amount of money that you spend be plus sum, okay, plus sum. Okay, so if you actually finish, okay, if you finish, your total sum will be 0. Okay, so here your sum will be clean to be 0. Okay, after you display, okay, after display, and your choice will be reset to 100 again. Okay, your choice will be reset to 100 again. Okay, so here this is what it is. Okay. And if choice equal 1, 2, 3, you actually increase the sum, okay? And otherwise you have 0, you actually break the whole function you return, okay? And otherwise you will display your menu one more time, okay? You display your menu one more time. So let's actually copy the menu one more time. So when this one we clear it, okay? Okay, the purpose of this one is that we actually get a choice, and if it is a valid choice, we will put it to the sum. But when we finish, we will clean the display, and then we will display the sum, your total, okay? So right here, you will actually do display your subtotal with sum if you finish some operation, okay? Your subtotal, okay, for your sum, okay? So right here, I should run it, okay? And then your choice, at this moment, we do not do anything. So let's try 1. Okay, you go into your text input. But we actually, what? Your text input 1, okay? We go into the get text input. Okay, this one get text. Let's see, here you have text input 1. So you get a text input 1, okay? And then let's actually do console.log, okay? The choice, okay? Console.log choice here, okay? We set one more, okay? So let's choose 1. So choice is 1, so going to here, no problem, okay? If choice equals 0, okay, and then we display it, we finish that. So here, let's do display, okay? I'm not sure whether we actually go to here or not, so let's try here, okay? But let's do this, don't use this one, let's do console.log, okay? And here, okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, let's choose 1. It change, okay? So we go to the, I'm here, okay? And then you clean this one, and then we should display it, okay? And how comes that we do not have the display? We clean the whole thing and we actually do display. So let's don't actually clean the whole thing, okay? Okay, and let's hit 1. I'm here, okay? So we have the I'm here, okay? And then here let's start to console.log, okay? Sum, how about console.log sum, okay? So let's actually choose 1. So sum is 2.45, so that's actually correct. And then you have display this, okay? So right here, I'm not sure this one is correct or not. So but let's do this, but let's actually comment out this portion, okay? Just do the sum total portion. Okay, so here let me choose 2. Okay, so it actually add up. Okay, so the sum actually add up, and your console sum is correct. Okay, your total actually add up. Okay, 4.2 actually is correct. Okay, it said that it does not clean the page and then reset. Okay, so the clear page may be wrong. Okay, your clear page, you set your panel to be empty string. Okay. You set your panel to be empty string. So that means actually check the set panel, okay? So this one, let's see, you still get the same panel, okay? We do not see the display of the total sum, okay? We do not see that. We do come to here, but we do not get that. So let's actually do 3. So it end up, okay? It continues to add. So that portion is correct, okay? So now let's try this one. Now how about that? Let's try 0. So 0, you get 0, but it doesn't display it. Okay, so let's don't call this a clear panel. So let's reset. Okay, that actually do wrong again. Let's try 1. Let's try 2. Let's try 5. No change. Okay. And let's try 0. Try 0, we actually do not have clear page, but we do not display it as well, okay? We do not display it as well. So there's a problem, okay? There's a problem. Now we do not clear the page and we do not actually clean it, okay? So here, let me actually clean this one up, okay? I'm not sure what's going on here. So clear panel, let me actually set text over here, okay? And this one, let me change it to panel. Okay, and then this one, we should put str, okay? So let's see here, how about this? Let's actually do set the str to be equals empty string, okay? And then we clear it. This one may work, okay? Let's try this one, okay? So let's try this one. So let's try here, let's reset, okay? I have wrong. So we hit 1, okay? Hit 2, okay? And then hit 0. So it cleaned up. It cleaned up, but it doesn't display total, okay? So clean up portion is good, okay? And set panel clean up is okay. But here you display total. Okay, you display total, you have displays the new message actually is wrong, okay? Your sum choice, okay? We set a string to be empty and we set text panel to that, okay? Oh, okay. You did not draw. Okay. You did not draw. After this, you did not draw. You will draw later. Okay. You will draw later. So at this moment, how about this? We actually finish that. So let's actually do set text. Okay. And then panel. Okay. And then we actually print out our string. So this one is actually print out a string here. Okay. Okay, so this one we did not draw, so we had a subtotal. At this moment, we will still want it to be shown. So set text, okay. And here your panel, okay. Your str and you draw one more time, okay. So let's actually do. Okay, so here this one, you should also set your str to be. You will actually you will want it to be clean. Okay, so you set 1, 2, and then 3, okay, and then you hit 0, okay, and you got a great total, okay. So this one is a vending machine model, okay. Vending machine model, you actually have a display function, clear screen, and then normally the first time you set up your menu, okay, and then set the text, okay. That is your first page. And after that, you have on screen. On screen, you actually will get a choice, okay, and get a choice, and then every time you update your input, and then you add the sum to add the price to the sum. And then you update your screen, update screen, until you hit the 0, you get out, okay? So here, this one you finish, okay? And then you say your total and also display line, okay? Here you say, thank you for shopping, okay? So let's try one more time, reset, okay? So go here, we try to use 1, 3. Okay, 1, 3 actually is wrong. Okay, actually no such item, so we'll bypass. And 2. Okay, and this 4. Okay, 4 will be bypassed. Okay, and 1. Okay, and then hit 0 to exit. Okay, so this one is a vending machine model. Okay, and here is a subtotal. I add one more space to make it look a little bit prettier. Okay. Okay, so today we are up to here, okay? I give you the event-driven programming and with the menu design over here, okay? And some of the step is slower when I am doing programming, sorry for that. But this one is a complete design for the menu, okay? I'm going to send you all of the loop 11, 12, and 13, okay? Thank you, bye now.